You're listening to Head Vomit. The following episode contains crude, rude, and often offensive content that may feel dirty in your ears. If you're concerned about your ears, please choose carefully when and even if to listen. This podcast is ad-libbed. If you are seeking a libbed podcast, look elsewhere. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the creators. Welcome to Roadshow Antiques. Today we're in Chatsworth Hall, and we'll be talking to a lot of weirdos who have brought stuff in from their attics and dead relatives' houses.
Alright, so I've got this book here. I found it in my mother's attic when I was clearing it all out. It was hidden under a stack of newspapers. It looked old, but it also looked really nice. So I thought I'd bring it here and see what it was worth like.
This book here?
Yeah, this book.
No, this is absolute junk.
It looks ancient.
No, it's one of those books that people just use to put coffee mugs on. Of course it's worth a lot of money, you moron.
You got me there, pal.
Very old book. Where did you say you came across it again?
Yeah, so I found it in my mother's attic. Under a stack of newspapers.
Fascinating, yes. Okay, well, let's look at the leather cover first. See, this is, let me open it up. Yeah, yes, Partridge and Partridge, yes.
What caught my eye was the gold lettering on it. I thought, that's fancy, ain't it?
The gold lettering is beautiful, of course. It's in Latin. That's why you couldn't read it. Don't worry, it's not supposed to be English. And actually, Partridge and Partridge used to have a line of novel books that they call pear trees. So it would be Pear Tree and Partridge and Partridge. And what they would do is they would use original, actually bound in human flesh, weirdly. It wasn't so bad in 1819, of course, but orphans dying by the bucket load back then. But yes, so what they would do, they cut open an orphan, a dead one of course, and who'd probably fallen down a pit or got stuffed up a chimney and couldn't come out or something, you know, how orphans used to die back then. And basically would cut open an orphan, dry the skin like beef jerky for 3 to 4 months, and what they would do is they'd wrap it round, and as you see, the book has survived in amazingly good condition for 200 years, and Partridge and Partridge are amazingly rare, and the gold leaf on the front is actual gold. As we see inside here, it's got a rather strange subject matter. Of course, Partridge and Partridge, the Pear Tree novels were erotic novels. And of course, back in the day, this added sort of a level of value to them because they were taboo, they were sort of contraband. But yes, and you'll see that the inscription on the inside back cover, oh, your grandmother's name, she was called Vera, was she?
She was, yeah.
Yes, it says, "To Vera here from James, I want to be in your cunny every night." There we go. And there's a couple of X's there too, and a little doodle of a penis.
Bloody hell.
Weirdly, a lot of people would think that was defacing the manuscript, but actually it adds value for some collectors. It really does. It gives them authenticity. They can say, oh, this is a bit of a rompy-pompy kind of novel, and then at the back we've got a signature here from some randy bastard who's just trying to squanch someone's fucking grandma. And, you know, more power to him, of course.
Okay.
Dear old James has bought this volume for your grandma on the hopes that it would get her wet between the thighs. And I just think an item like this, although it's extremely personal to you as a family treasure, I would say there'd be quite a market out there. Maybe some of the richer E.L. James fans or something like that would really get into something like this, get in between the pages and really have a good old play with themselves while they're going through. So I would say the value in this substantially comes not from the fact that it's so old, which is what caught your eye, of course, and would catch most people's eyes, or the fact that it's authentic orphan skin. I would say that the value would mostly come from the filthy erotic content, and that's, of course, fine. So I would say, looking for a book like this, in this condition, looking somewhere in the region of £20,000 to £25,000.
You're trying to tell me that not only is this book made out of the skin of dead orphans, but it's an erotic thriller. A classic.
Yes, well, you see, the two aren't mutually exclusive. You see, a lot of orphan skin books around this period in time. Not all, there's a couple of Dickens, actually, first editions that were bound in orphan skin, yes.
I can't believe it. You're saying that my Nanan was a naughty minx?
I mean, I don't want to cast any aspersions, dear fellow, but the truth of it is that, archaeologically speaking, antiquely speaking, I think your grandmother's probably playing with herself while rubbing a dead orphan's skin. Yes, I think those are the chances.
Okay, well, thanks for that, mate.
No problem. I'd sell that on pretty quickly if I were you.
So what shall I do with it? Is there a marketplace for this? Shall I sell it online or something?
Yeah, it's just somewhere like eBay will do, yes.
Oh, well, thanks, mate.
No problem. Next.
Hi, good day, mate. Hello. Yeah, so I've brought quite a strange item in. It's been on my chest of drawers for about 10 years now. It's a skull of some kind. My dad passed it down to me. I think he's had it since day dot. I'd just love to know more about it,
Right, well, it's interesting that you spotted that it was sort of a unique piece, actually. This is the skull of Australopithecus, which of course was a Cretaceous era midget of sorts. And what it would do is run between the ankles of a brontosaur and scoop up little bits of feces that the brontosaur dropped and fashion it into what one must only refer to, of course, as shit shanks. And it would use these shit shanks, it would freeze the shit shanks, and it would use them to cut little holes in the brontosaurus's legs, like tree stumps, you see. And what a clever little creature. And then what it would do is climb into the cuts, so they formed little skin sacs. And then it would ride around in the brontosaurus's legs. And the Australopithecus is actually really well documented, often found preserved perfectly next to the leg of a brontosaurus bone.
Wait, this is from a dino?
Yes, that's exactly right. Yes, one of the first ever mammals we know of, yes.
Okay. How much we talking here, mate?
Well, it's more of a donation piece, really. You should probably give it a good home and donate it to a museum or something rather than try and flog it.
You said it's from a dinosaur. That's like a lot of Australian dollars, right?
Well, yes, technically it is priceless, so you should probably think about just giving it away.
Do I have to?
I mean, to value a piece like this, it's part of the history of the Earth. It would be obviously worth millions and millions and millions of pounds, but obviously the right thing to do is probably just to offer it up to the Natural History Museum for a discount or something like that, like something like £10,000.
10,000? To give it away, huh?
If you're extremely charitable and do the right moral thing, yes, it's 10,000.
Okay, so I'm going to give my mate a few calls and definitely not wink sell it. Thanks, mate.
No problem. Have a good day. Next.
Alright, geezer, come here.
Hello, good sir.
I know there's a bunch of people watching and all that, but
What have you brought us?
how much is this worth?
Oh dear me. Well, you've got something of an interest here, boy. See, what you have is an original Fabergé egg.
A Versace egg?
Yes.
Look, I just thieved this out the fucking cupboard, alright? It's mine now.
Oh, well, my friend, I'm afraid I can't value it if you've stolen it.
Tell me how much this is worth, you cunt. I've got to fucking shot into this coat. Don't be a fucking cunt now.
Oh, I see. Now I see the shotgun you're holding. Yes. Okay, well, in that case, keep rolling, cameras, please. Let's not alert the gentleman with the shotgun. Let's not alarm him. Okay, so what you have here is a perfect Fabergé egg. And this is actually one of the earliest...
Did I ask for deets, cunto?
Okay, I understand. But the beautiful golden embroidery and the flower motif signals that it was one of the...
Cost! Give me the fucking cost!
Okay, if you must know, brass tacks, I would say we're looking about somewhere in the ballpark of £500,000.
Cheers, geezer.
Taxi!
Look at me now, cunt! I'm fucking ripped!
Join us next week, where John will be uncovering a breast worth £300 million, a ladder from the Victorian era, and the very first talkie device.
All right. Time traveling Elvis here. Just to let you know that you can go on and follow me on my quest to be the one, the only Elvis on the Head Vomit Podcast. Available just about any way you get your cheeseburgers, podcast.